even know what the world feels like right now. I'm just living in the moment and just taking this all in. I'm just super proud and excited about my performance, and I can't wait to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, Cory had never been finished by submission or finished ever in his pro career. So did you see that opening being there with the submission? Did you see that playing out that way?
No, I wasn't sure which way he was going to go out. It was either I was going to take him down and get on top and unleash some devastating ground and pound, or I was going to get a submission. And he took the lather, and I was able to put him to sleep. But either way, I'm a next level grappler. There's black belts and then there's black belts, and people need to realize, man, if I take you down, it's going to be a long night for you.
And you said obviously that you're hoping that Peter Yan wins his title fight because you're coming for him. How do you see that fight going down with Yan and Aldo?
Honestly, I don't really care who wins. I'm not one to wish ill will on somebody in their career. If he wins, great. It was for him. If not, then it was Jose Aldo's night. So whoever is the better man that night, I'm looking forward to facing either one. They're both great competitors. I'm a great competitor myself. I'm looking to put a stamp on either one of them. Make my name, further my legacy, cement my name in the history books. It's going to be a competitive fight. I can't call it. I think Jan's got some good tricks. I think Aldo's got some good BJJ, but he's fell in love with the boxing. Maybe he gets back to those leg kicks like he used to, and we'll see what happens.
How do you feel like you match up with either of them?
I think I match up great. Again, if I take any one of these guys down, I know that people always rave about Jose Aldo's takedown defense. Man, I took Barral down when my wrist was all jacked up. I'm telling you, man, now I feel good. I'm in a great place, especially mentally, physically. Any one of those guys, I get my hands locked, I'm taking your ass down. I'm going to drown you.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll go next to James Lynch with the score. Your line is open.
Aljo, congratulations on the huge win. How was it fighting without the crowd? Because I'm sure part of you is kind of like, man, I wish I could have got that reaction off that impressive submission win.
I didn't even, that would have been great, but I didn't really even think about it, man. I've been sparring with nobody in the gym, no music, just sparring in the emptiness of just being in the moment, and it's been a fascinating feeling. So this was very familiar for me, kind of like another day of the gym, another day of practice, and I just had to go out there with more bad intentions. And I was super pumped up about it. I'm just glad to get back out here after a year layoff and get a win in a way like that. Can't ask for a better night.
Once you got him to the ground, were you pretty confident you were going to sink in a submission?
Oh, 100%. I got the face cranked at the first attempt, and I thought that was game blouses, but he managed to find my hand, and I was like, you know what, let me readjust and not sell out. And then I transitioned as he tried to fight the figure four, and I was able to get the lefty rear naked choke sunk in, a la Damian Maia, and young backpack is back.
And you talked about it in your post-fight interview with Joe Rogan. There's a lot going on in the world with a lot of the racial injustice. What was the support like from the African-American community heading into this fight? Because I'm sure there's not a lot of live sports right now, and you're a really good role model for everyone out there.
Oh, it's been heavy. I've had some people attacking me actually at the beginning of fight week saying I wasn't using my platform to speak up. People that don't even follow me, and they're just like, I'm like, dude, how do you even know who I am? You don't even follow me. How do you even know who I am to come reach out and start attacking me about what I believe in? You don't know what I believe in. So I think people have to understand where we sit as athletes. We still have a job to do. To start pressuring someone to start going on social media, doing stuff because you feel like they should when they have a bigger task in front of them. I think it's a little bit unfair, but at the same time, I do think as an athlete, it's on us to use our platform for good. So I'm just glad I found the balance to be able to use it for good and still be able to stay focused on a big opportunity, a big fight that had everything riding on it. I could have lost focus, and everything I've worked so hard for the past couple of years, it has just been all down the drain, and I would have to restart from scratch all over.
And last one for me, are you gonna hang around just in case something happens with that fight between Yan and Aldo, like potentially as a backup? Is that something that would be of interest to you?
Oh, 100%. I'm going to be in Vegas for the next 2.5 weeks. We got Merab Dvalishvili fighting next week, and then we got Matt Favola fighting the following week after that. So I'm going to be here to help those guys and push them and be an extra body for those guys to work out with. And hopefully that, that's going to keep me in shape. And if an opportunity presents itself, you know what? I'm ready to go.
Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Jordan Wahlberger with the Horn. Your line is open.
Hey, Aljo, congratulations on the win tonight.
Dang it.
Give me your thoughts on overall the state of the division right now. You just, you had a huge win. We obviously don't have a champion right now. We know that Jan and Aldo are going to get the title shot, but where do you think about the overall talent right now in the bantamweight division?
I think the talent's through the roof. People can look at that division 1 through 15 are all killers. I think anyone on any given day could be a world champion. Cody Garbrandt just got back in the win column in a very big way over the number 5 ranked Rafael Sunsao. I just took out the number 4 guy in the world. Peter Yan is fighting Jose Aldo, ranked 6. So you look at the name value from top to bottom. There's a lot of great guys. This division is stacked. You got Cody Stamen, who's not even in the top 10. You got Rob Font, Dominic Cruz, who's I think ranked 12th right now. It's a great time to be a bantamweight and great time to really build your name, especially if you're winning right now. So I think the world is tuned in and paying attention to us and finally realizing, like, us little guys, quote little guys, who walk around 160 plus, we can crack and we can do it all.
How did you feel? I mean, what did it mean to you actually to be back in the cage after a year away, almost to the date, and getting a finish like that?
Oh, it was unreal. I felt cloud 9. I didn't even know how to react after. I was like, my head was like, there's no way in hell that just happened like that. And it did, man. I had to like slap myself like, dude, we just did that. We worked our assholes and we just made that happen. A year off, coaching at the gym, cornering guys, watching from the sideline as the division kept going on without me. And I'm just glad I was able to come back in a big way and do what I love to do, make some money and send myself back to the top and reassert myself as a true threat to this bantamweight throne.
Did anything surprise you about Cory? I mean, obviously you were able to get that finish with a submission so quickly, but did anything surprise you going into this fight or kind of even leading up this week?
I mean, nothing surprised me. I mean, I knew he was a tough dude, long, lanky. I knew he was going to be looking for knees if I was to shoot blanket shots. So I knew I had to disguise everything well, get him on the fence and back him up. And I think the small cage actually probably played a bigger factor. I think he didn't realize how quick I was going to be able to close the distance and how well I can move on the feet. I know he was saying he was a better, I don't know if he said he was a better athlete or just a better fighter or something like that before the fight, but I think people don't realize what it's like when I'm standing in front of you and how well I can move and how agile I can be. So I think you got to witness that firsthand. And once I get my hands locked, it's pretty much lights out, man. I get on that back. I'm the human anaconda, the human Jansport for a reason, baby. We're back. We're back.
Love it. Congratulations, Aljo.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Jim Varsalone with the Miami Herald. Your line is open.
Congratulations. I'm wondering how much with that victory does that extend or lift your confidence, and how much was it a relief to get that victory as well?
It was huge for the confidence. It's kind of just reconfirms everything that I believed in and I've been saying about myself and my skills. So I think if I'm as good as I say I am, for me to go out there and do what I just did, the way I did it against a top guy who everyone touted. Vegas had the odds to pick him. They didn't know who to pick. I think they realize now never to bet against the human backpack. So go out there and do what I did. I think I reconfirmed to everyone that I'm a true threat to this division.
When you were celebrating, you were calling out someone's name. What happened there? And did that person get to talk to you afterwards?
I haven't seen him yet. I was calling for Dana White, telling him to show himself. It's my time, and that's really it, man. I was just on cloud 9. I didn't know how to act, and I've won before. I always try to kind of celebrate a little bit and go back and check on my opponent. But I was in a different realm tonight, So I felt a little bit like I went over the top a little bit tonight. But honestly, man, after a year laying off, I think I deserved a little bit of celebration to get back in there, being doubted by so many people, and man, it's an up and down sport. It's the psychology that it plays up in your head, it can really beat you up. And to go out there and fight those demons and go out there and do what I did, I think that did a lot for me, mentally, physically, and I think now the world knows.
Yeah, the world does know. And looking at the bantamweights tonight, it's interesting because it just seems like, okay, this was the time. We're going to showcase bantamweights tonight on this card. And you mentioned it. There's like 1 to 15. There's so many good fighters in the division. How does that make you feel that UFC, that Dana White and his team would do that tonight on this big card, UFC 250 on ESPN Plus, showcase these bantamweights?
It's great, man, to just be a part of this division right now and to be the one who's leading the pack. I think that says a lot, and it makes me feel good about all the work I put in. Man, I was an amateur since 2010, and I went pro 2011. I've been in this game for a very long time, and to have all the skill set that I've been developing finally come full circle and to do what I'm doing today, it's unreal. You know, it's a true blessing. Lets me know all the hard work I've been putting in was not for nothing, and it reconfirms everything I said about myself and my abilities, and lets me know that, you know, if you really do work hard, man, I think the universe has a way of working towards your favor. You know, and just putting the time in. Put the time in. I worked my ass off. I earned this. Nobody can take this from me, and it's an exciting time to be a bandweight. Exciting time to be a bandweight.
And lastly, for me, you put in the preparation, you put in the hard work, but then as you keep rising, as you keep climbing the ladder, there's a lot of other things that go involved, doing a lot of media, doing a lot of community events, things like that. Is that also part of that next step? Is that also things that you're getting involved in, have been doing, and are going to do?
Yes, 100%. I haven't got to do a lot of like community service stuff like I have in the past. I've done some stuff like pro bono, going to Jamaica, just teaching seminars for free, going to these gyms, just kind of touring around the island, giving back to my roots, my heritage. You know, I'm first born Jamaican in the U.S. You know, I was raised in the States, but I got my Jamaican heritage intact. You know, both my parents, my grandparents, born and raised in Jamaica, and so I still have all those beliefs and culture still in me. You know, so to go back and do things like that, I think it's important. You know, especially someone in my position, it's very influential, and I think it's kind of like just paying it forward. You know, I had someone who took me around in high school. So all these wrestling tournaments, paid for my food, paid for the tournaments, $30, $40 for me to compete, paid for my singlets. And he didn't know me from a hole in the wall. He just told the coach, does this kid want to wrestle? And I said, yes. He took me under his wing. He's like a dad to me. His name is Dave Montana. His son, Josh Montana, wrestled twice in high school. And but those guys are family to me. So it's important for me to pay it forward. You know, so I always make sure I try my best to do that. And just so the people who don't know, I'm going to be breaking down my submission on my podcast, The Weekly Scratch. So make sure you guys check out my YouTube channel because I'm going to be breaking down all of my submissions and you guys can get the full inside scoop.
Well, listen, congratulations on your success. Continue being a good fighter, but also a good role model, and thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take our final question from Jay Anderson with Cage Side Press.
Thanks very much. And Aljo, congratulations on the win. Just a couple quick ones for me. First of all, you talked about keeping the momentum going, obviously the title fight coming up. Is there anything other than a title shot for yourself that you would accept right now?
I'm going to have to say no. If, Dana said this one's the one with title implications on it, I'm going to have to say no and just sit out and wait. You know, I think I put the time in. I think I earned it. I think I've done it in spectacular fashion against a guy that people were thinking this was going to, make it really, really difficult for me. And I thought it was going to be difficult too. And I came out, I think I more than passed the test with flying colors.
Fair enough. And the other thing you called out after the fight was the idea of the UFC going to Jamaica. What would that mean to you?
Oh, that would be huge, monumental, historic, and to be a pioneer to bring that all in. And I think the UFC staff would love a trip to Jamaica on the islands, So I think it's something we can make happen. If, maybe I fight for the belt, win it, then maybe my first defense could be there. We'll see.
Well, congratulations on the win again tonight, and hope that can happen once we all get back to normal. Looking forward to it, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you very much, Aljamain. You're all set.
Thank you.